might be going through, but stay in God's hand. You might be having issues in your life, but stay in God's hand. You might have to cry every night, but stay in God's hand. You might be going through the fire, but stay in God's hand. I don't care what Allstate say, you're in good hands with Allstate. I'm in great hands with Jesus Christ. I'm in great hands with the Lord who made me. I'm in great hands with the Lord who formed me from the beginning of earth. I'm in great hands because He knew me when He formed me in my mother's womb. You see, I want to remind somebody this morning that you might be going through, but you've been shaped for God's glory. You see, you might have had some headaches, but you were shaped for God's glory. You might have had to go through a divorce, but you were shaped for God's glory. You may have lost a child, but you were being shaped for God's glory. You might have to fight sometimes in your house, but you're being shaped for God's glory. Because when you come out, you're going to have a testimony to tell somebody. You're going to have a testimony to say, if it wasn't for the love of God, if it wasn't for the peace of God, if it wasn't for the joy of the Lord, I would have blew my brains out. But because Lord is so good, He said the peace of the Lord shall be upon me and shall be with me every day that I live. Listen, it's time for somebody to begin to take their rightful places. It's time for you to come out the jungles of life. You see, it's time for you to come out the cracks and the crevices of life. And you got to begin to stand up to the devil and say that I'm more than a conqueror through Jesus Christ who has strengthened me. You got to be able to stand on the devil and say, upon this rock I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against me. Yeah, I know who I am. That's why you keep on attacking me. I know that I'm going to be blessed. That's why you trying to mess with my finances. I know that I'm going to be healed. That's why you messing with my mind. But I stop by and tell the devil today that he is a liar, that I'm being shaped for God's glory. Yeah, I'm being shaped for God's glory, because if I didn't see my way through it, guess what? I probably would have went on and committed myself a long time ago. But I stopped by to tell somebody that's why we walk by faith and not by sight. We don't know what's on the other side, but if I hold on to God's hand, I know that everything is going to be all right. Pastor Scott, how do you know that everything is going to be all right? Because He's the lily in the valley. Pastor Scott, He's a bright morning star. He's a balm in Gilead. He's the rose of Sharon. That's why I know that everything is going to be all right, because of a hill called Calvary. If He brought Jesus through it, He can bring me through it. If He brought Him through it, I know He can bring me through it. That's why I can lean and depend on God. Stand on your feet all over the building. Somebody needs to know this morning, no matter what